Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is September 11th, 2025, and the top crypto news is as follows. Before we get to our episode, let's first look at yesterday's episode and a news story about Binance listing USDE on its exchange. According to people at Binance who informed me, this is happening for Binance outside of Europe. Binance in Europe, they can't list it yet because they need approval from MyCA. Since USDE is not regulated in Europe, this makes it difficult, as you can imagine, for Binance to get approval. So USDE has gone to Binance in the rest of the world, but not in Europe. Moving on, let's move on to ETFs, starting with Bitcoin ETFs. On September 9th, BlackRock's ETF saw inflows of $169 million, while the day closed at $23 million. On September 10th, without knowing what BlackRock had done, we saw $530 million in inflows. For Ethereum ETFs, the picture is mixed. On September 9th, BlackRock had $44 million in inflows just to keep the day from ending at zero, while on September 10th, without BlackRock, we reached $97 million in inflows. Continuing with ETFs, today, September 5th, the first DOJE ETF will be launched on the market by RX, so we will see what movement this ETF will make and what interest it attracts from investors. Meanwhile, the US Securities and Exchange Commission SEC continues to delay various ETFs once again. Specifically, the BlackRock iShares Ethereum Trust, which includes staking, is delayed until October 30th, while Franklin Templeton's XRP and Solana ETFs are delayed until November 14th, so we have some time before they are approved. Moving on to the exchanges, Binance is partnering with Franklin Templeton, a firm that manages $1.63 billion to promote cryptocurrencies. We don't yet know what this partnership will bring. All we know is that the two are working together. No further details have been announced yet, but we'll learn more in the future. However, that hasn't stopped Binance's cryptocurrency from hitting a new all-time high of $904. One last thing on Binance. Another cryptocurrency has benefited, and that's Pump.fun, which has been listed on Binance US, resulting in a 44% gain on the 7-day chart. Continuing on the exchanges, Gemini raised its initial public offering to $433 million and is now valued at $3 billion. This exchange will hold its initial public offering on Friday and aims to sell shares at a price between $24 and $26, putting 16.67 million shares on the market. At the same time, Kraken will bring xStocks to Europe, allowing Europeans to buy shares directly via the blockchain. Little by little, we are seeing everything move to the blockchain, just as we said it would, and Kraken is adding this as an additional service. While we are on the subject of blockchain, let's move to Ethereum. Usually, as you know, you can stake and unstake your crypto to earn passive income, but if you want to withdraw your crypto from staking Ethereum, now it takes 46 full days, a month and a half as you can see on your screens. Why does it take 46 days to withdraw your Ethereum from staking? The reason goes back to yesterday's episode of Crypto News, where I told you that Swissborg was hacked for $41 million on Solana. Not directly, but through its partner Kiln, who was responsible for staking. Now we learn that Kiln is taking all of its Ethereum off staking to protect it while it rebuilds its systems so it doesn't suffer the same fate as Solana. As Kiln tries to withdraw all of its Ethereum, the exit queue has expanded to 46 days. Moving on from Ethereum, let's move on to a new coin in the cryptocurrency market that is performing very well in terms of price, MYX Finance, which has gained 1,500% in 7 days. There are several reasons for this. First, one of its products includes USDC with 50x leverage, so people can gamble. Another reason is that it has listed World Liberty Finance's coin on its exchange. Many speculate that this could signal some kind of partnership with the US president, but nothing official has been confirmed. Finally, MYX Finance has entered Binance Alpha, which again fuels speculation that it could eventually be listed on Binance, although there is no official statement, only rumors and speculation. However, there is something else that is helping the price, and we will find it in Bubble Maps, a tool for on-chain analysis. Bubble Maps itself tells us that there are 100 wallets that have received a total of $170 million from the airdrop of this particular coin. All of these wallets were created on April 19th, and they transferred the same amount of BNB from OKX to receive the airdrop, as you can see. And these particular wallets, as you can see from the map, are the most and the largest holdings of this particular coin. blockchain, so maybe someone will remember that at some point they will have to sell it. And we move on. We will also go to Chainlink, which, as it tells us, will bring America to the blockchain. To be a little more specific, fresh off his collaboration with the US Department of Commerce, Chainlink co-founder Sergey Nazarov said that the decentralized Oracle network is working with other agencies in the Trump administration to bring even more federal government functions to the blockchain. Again though, we don't have anything concrete. He just said it. Still, we might expect a big announcement from Chainlink in the future. And it's time to head to our favorite cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin at $114,000. The reason Bitcoin is so happy is because of the numbers I told you about in the previous episode, which came out positive. Specifically, the producer price index fell from 3.1% year over year to 2.6%. First of all, the number everyone is talking about is the producer price index, which was expected to fall from 0.7% to 0.3%, but ended up at negative 0.1%, much lower than expected. Also, the core CPI year over year came out and is what they expected. This shows that inflation is decreasing in the US, so there is no reason to have such high interest rates. And that has helped the price of Bitcoin and will help Mr. Powell from the Fed with interest rates. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is September 11th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only, and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone and have a good day.